Hello everyone, my name is Mandilynn. I am the author of the young adult novel Essence and historical fantasy novel I Am Mercy, and today we are going to talk about what we aren't supposed to talk about. So if I have learned correctly at college, this week is banned book week, so that is when we look at the books that we're not supposed to be looking at. And my professor today sent us a link to an article by the New York Times, I believe, and it was comparing the banned books from 2001 to the banned books in 2015. So I thought I would just take my little Windows Surface with my little Snoopy typing away, and we can look at this list. So here's the banned book list from 2001, and they also give reasons as to why. So number 1 on the list for 2001 is Harry Potter, and the reason is that it's anti-family, occult/Satanism, and it has a religious viewpoint and violence. Number 2 is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. Reasons: offensive language, racism, unsuited to target age group, and violence. The Chocolate War, offensive language, sexually explicit, unsuited for age group, violence. Number 4, I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing, and it's offensive and sexually explicit. Number 5, Summer of My German Soldier, offensive language, racism, sexually explicit. Number 6, The Catcher in the Rye, offensive language and suited to the age group. Alice, it's a series. I'm not aware of the series, but if you are, let me know. It's sexually explicit, unsuited to age group. Number 8, Go Ask Alice. Drugs, offensive language, and sexually explicit. Fallen Angels, offensive language, and Blood and Chocolate, sexually explicit, and unsuited to age group. So those are the top 10 banned books of 2001. I just find it crazy that Harry Potter's number 1. That's just me. Harry Potter and Of Mice and Men are like some of my favorites, and I really like Go Ask Alice, but I can see why that one's a no-go. But obviously you can kind of see what was the issue at that time. You know, people are just kind of like not putting sex out there, not putting bad language out there, and a little bit of religion in there as well. Whereas if we look at the top 10 list for 2015, we have, for some reason, Looking for Alaska for offensive language, sexually explicit, and unsuited for age group. Once again, I don't get it. If you ask me, that's like the classic young adult novel. Apparently, it's a little too hardcore for some people. Number 2 is 50 Shades of Grey. I don't think I need to give you guys the reasons. That one's a little understanding. I Am Jazz for being inaccurate, homosexuality and sex education, religious viewpoint, and unsuited for age group. Beyond Magenta, transgender teens speak out. It is anti-family, offensive language, homosexuality, sex education, political viewpoint, religious viewpoint, unsuited for age group. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and the reason is offensive language, religious viewpoint, unsuited for age group. The Holy Bible, because it's a religious viewpoint. Ooh, wow, plot twist, didn't know that. Fun Home for violence and graphic images. Hobby, I'm not sure how to say that one. This one is for nudity, sexually explicit, and unsuited for age group. Nareen's Secret School, a true story from Afghanistan for having a religious viewpoint, unsuited for age group and violence. And Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan for homosexuality, and it condones public displays of affection. And I have to assume when it says condones public display of affection, that's only bad for homosexuality. So the pattern for 2015 is a little bit of more gender and identification issues, where you see like the transgender thing and homosexuality. We still got religion. Religion's always going to be an issue. Sex is always going to be an issue. And violence is always going to be an issue. But it's kind of interesting to see that from 2001 to 2015, homosexuality has gone a little more public eye, I guess you could say. But that's just what I wanted to say on it. I found that quite interesting, and I am curious to see what the list for 2016 is gonna be for the banned books. So I personally don't see the point in the banned books. I get that some parents want to watch what their kids are reading, which is great, but that doesn't mean you need to ban a book from an entire library or something. Just watch what your kids are reading, or simply tell them don't read that. And if they still read it, then I don't know, because yeah. Anyways, just keep reading. Who cares if the book is banned unless your parents say something otherwise. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching.